This is a Math 1 lesson summary video for the lesson titled, Can You Get to the Point 2? This is a solidify understanding task. The purpose of this lesson is to solidify the various strategies for solving systems of equations, including substitution, elimination, and graphing. Carlos purchased 6 dog leashes, 6 cat brushes for $45 for Clarita to use while pampering the pets. Later in the summer, he purchased 3 additional dog leashes and 2 cat brushes for $19. Based on this information, figure out the price of each item. Let's start by writing equations to represent the 2 different shopping scenarios. The first thing that we want to do is to define our variables. D will represent the cost of a dog leash, and C will represent the cost of a cat brush. There's 6 dog leashes and 6 cat brushes cost $45. So that would be 6D plus 6C equals 45. And then 3 dog leashes plus 2 cat brushes cost $19, which would be 3D plus 2C equals $19. To solve this system of equations, I'm going to use the strategy of elimination. To use elimination, I need to have the coefficients of one of the variables be the same in each equation. So I'm going to get this 3D to be the same as 6D. To do that, I need to multiply both sides of my equation by 2. As long as I'm multiplying both sides of my equation by the same value, then the equation stays equivalent. Next, I'm going to use the distributive property. So I have 6D plus 4C, and that will equal 38. Now that the coefficients of D are both 6 in both equations, I can subtract my equations. So I'll take this 6D plus 6C equals 45, and 6D plus 4C equals 38, and subtract them, and get 2C equals 7. Now I need to solve this one variable equation by dividing 2 on both sides, so I get C equals 3.5. So I know the cost of one cat brush. Now I'll use the cost of the cat brush and substitute it into one of my equations to solve for D, the cost of a dog leash. So I'm going to choose 3D plus 2C equals 19. Substitute 3.5 in for C, and then solve my equation. So I'll subtract 7 on both sides and get 3D equals 12. Then I'll divide by 3 on both sides of my equation and get that D equals 4. This means that a dog leash will cost $4 and a cat brush costs $3.50. So this was the elimination method used for solving systems of equations. Now let's look at the substitution method. For substitution, you want to isolate one of the variables in one of the equations and then substitute it into the other equation. So I'm going to choose this 3D plus 2C equals 19 and solve it for C. I'll start by subtracting 3D on both sides of the equation, then dividing both sides of the equation by 2. Now I'll take this 9.5 minus 1.5D and substitute it into C in my other equation. Now I have a one variable equation that I need to solve. So I'll use the distributive property, then combine like terms, subtract 57 on both sides of the equation, and then divide by -3 to find that D equals 4. Since I know the value of D, I just need to substitute it into one of the 2 equations to solve for C. I chose 6D plus 6C equals 45. When I substitute 4 in for D, I do 6 times 4 to get 24, subtract 24 on both sides to get 6C equals 21, then divide both sides of the equation by 6 to get that C equals 3.5. And again, I found that the cost of the dog leash is $4 and the cost of the cat brush is $3.50. The other method for solving systems of equations is graphing. I used Desmos, and X is representing the cost of a dog leash, while Y represents the cost of a cat brush. When I enter my equations, they graph these 2 lines, and the intersection of the 2 lines is my answer. The X coordinate gives me the cost of a dog leash, and the Y coordinate of this intersection point gives me the cost of the cat brush. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.